Mr. Chris Breezy is going on his stadium tour celebrating 20 years of Chris Brown.
Wait a minute. So it's not. Wait. He was just in our. So this is.
That was the 11/11 tour. That was in support of his release 11/11.
Right.
But that was arenas.
This is a stadium?
Is hitting Tampa Bay.
Holy crap.
August 2nd. So it will be a summer of
Chris
Brown.
I have never seen Chris Brown on tour before, and it is a shame because I've always wanted to go see him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of over the whole stadium thing, personally speaking.
Well, why?
I've been to plenty. This is just me. Other people, I'm sure, enjoy it. I don't enjoy anymore, like seeing some of my favorite artists in the whole stadium setting.
Well, I don't understand because it's just more people. It's still the same concert.
Yeah, I just don't. It's not. I don't have. There's the lack of a connection there. I do like a little bit of a smaller venue. If you call Amalie Arena a small venue, something
it's
like
small.
It's not at all. But I don't know. Even when I saw The Weeknd, and he was doing his stadium tour. And I am the biggest Weeknd fan. I hated it. I couldn't.
You hated
it.
The Weeknd. You know, I mean,
when I saw him 3 times.
When I saw Beyonce, thrice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do understand because it's like it's not the same. It's not the same sound.
No.
As in Emily, if you got like the sound right, it's like whoo, and it hits.
It hits.
And Chris Brown is a dancer, so that sound is very good. So he would have to. He probably will beef it up for the stadium. But if it being open air, it's hard to make it knock like it normally would.
Right.
But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see it. I mean, doing stadiums is something that is like it's a badge of honor that I think a lot of people try and do.
Yes.
I even asked one of my label people, I was like, listen, I'm like, is this overzealous for Chris? And she's like, 20 years?
Yeah.
As much music that he has? I'm like, oh, absolutely. And as much as he does with the dancers, he could probably do 100 dancers out there and make it even bigger. Because, I mean, that dancing part is going to be something that's incredible.
He puts on a hell of a show.
A runway like Beyonce had with all the dancers going off, it'll be huge.
It's going to be, how many seats? So it's at Ray J, obviously.
Raymond James has 65,000, and that's not including the field. So that's when you go see a football game, it says 65. You put probably 79 in there when you put all them chairs down there on the field, too.
Okay, so this isn't...
75, maybe.
I like Chris Brown's music a lot. I will say that. This isn't a knock on him at all, but is he going to be able to sell almost 80? I don't know. Let's just say 80,000.
I believe so. I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the next stadium tour that I will go to. Because, I mean, I'm not trying to see a Beyonce or a Weeknd or, maybe a Jelly Roll girl.
Okay,
so,
well, that's cool.
20 years of Breezy.
Are the tickets more affordable or the same high price?
It's still the same.
Okay.
Crazy.
Because it's obviously it's further away from the actual artist.
Yeah.
That's also the other reason why I'm just not a huge fan of stadium.
Dr. Phil is explaining how both Kanye and Kim could lose custody of their kids. Apparently, he weighed in on the battle over the kids back and forth with Ye and with Kim. And there was reports that said that she abruptly ended the visit with her dad because of learning that Andrew Tate was there, who's facing human trafficking charges in Romania, and so they were whatever. And so Dr. Phil cautioned that failing to take legal action, like, because she's debating on if she should take legal action. Failing to do so could have serious consequences for both of them. He said if DCF, which is the Department of Children and Families, gets involved and thinks one parent isn't reacting while the other is unstable, they will take them. And now he said there's a likelihood that they place them with another family member rather than strangers.
Oh my God.
But you don't want these children left hanging out to dry. If she doesn't respond, like if she just says, you know what, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but we're seeing him basically unravel in public, then that means that DCF can step in and say, you know what, somebody else needs to take care of this situation because you're not doing enough.
Wow,
that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it going that far. I could see maybe him losing some of his parental rights just because he's obviously lost it completely. I'm sure she doesn't even know what to do at this point.
LeBron James broke his silence yesterday on the tense confrontation that happened with him and Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I I used to think that ESPN was like the leader in sports, and now it feels like they're very WWE.
Why?
Because first of all, Pat McAfee has changed the scope of the whole like reporting, because that's where LeBron went to break his silence, and he basically did an hour-long interview. It kind of was a thumb your nose at the media, because Stephen A. Smith represents the $100 million media.
Yeah.
And that's the old school way of talking about people the way he does. And he does a great job at it. But LeBron wanted to thumb his nose at him. And LeBron was like, listen, don't think I'm going to basically tell anybody that you can't criticize a player about what they do on the court. He said, that's your job, to criticize and to be in a position where if guys aren't performing, you could tell them what they're missing on the game. But what I'm not going to do is let you talk about us personally. I'm going to protect my household, and I'm going to protect my teammates. Like, you can't talk about us personally like that. Now, Stephen A. Smith bumped his head.
Yeah.
Because he went on a podcast and basically said, if he would have put his hands on me, I would have punched him.
Oh.
And everybody was like, wait, Stephen.
Well, wait a minute. If somebody punches you're not allowed to punch back?
If he had put his hands on me, like basically if he would have
pushed
because he was mad.
Yeah, I saw.
And how somebody gets mad. But how
court.
You gonna knock out LeBron at the Lakers game and you cover the NBA?
He couldn't
like
reach
Stephen
him.
A. Smith, stop talking.
He said, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That's the direct quote.
And everyone who knows Stephen A. Smith is like, do you understand he would have killed you?
Yeah, probably.
In front of everybody. But why? Like, this is what I'm saying is becoming wrestling. It's like the people who report on it, just report on it and back up. The fact that you're talking about putting your hands on a man that is taller than you, stronger than you, younger than you, all of the things that would mean you take a swing at him, that would have been fabulous TV to see.
Yeah,
because he would have stomped the ink blots out of you. Like, honestly.
Stephen A. Smith initially was just doing his job. He wasn't degrading LeBron's son.
Stephen A. Smith's famous for saying that he got inside information. And so he always goes a little further. And it was too sensitive for LeBron. Because he was talking about how, you basically are making this move for your son because you're forcing him into that, and that's not fair. It wasn't just about being on the court. Yeah. He went a little further, like Stephen A. Smith does, and ESPN appreciates it because they paid him a big contract recently for this kind of coverage. So this is what they want.
Right.
And he came on right after it happened and was like, hey, I understand he's a dad.
Yeah, that's
and
his
I
son.
respect that and all this. So where's this energy with he showed up with the black turtleneck, the chain on, looking like Suge Knight, and talking about I would have swung on him. And it's like, come on, Stephen A. You come, bruh. Calm down.
Out of the
Calm down.
804, it says, in that interview, he stated that he would hurt him and beat him, but as a man, he would have swung back. That's what this person just said. So, listen, if somebody puts their hands on you, I think you're allowed to defend yourself. I'm pretty sure he feels like deep down in his soul, he would have tried to swing on LeBron, but I don't think it would have connected.
I think he would have had to get a step chair.
Yeah, he would have ran.
He would have had to get like a little thing to step up on to be able to punch him. Lastly, Kendrick Lamar's halftime show has some viewers complaining about inappropriate lyrics, about raunchy dance moves, apparently anti-American themes. A few took issue with Drake being thrown into it as well. The FCC received 125 complaints that were sent in following K-Dot's performance.
Any about his bell bottoms? Those complaints didn't come into the FCC at all?
That's
normal.
By comparison, though, Rihanna's got 100.
Right.
J-Lo and Shakira's halftime show raked in about 1,300.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
So, it's not like it's just K-Dots, because if it was just him, we would have been like, check the phone number and see if it's Drake. You know what it is.
Do you think Drake hired all those?
Exactly. Drake's out there like, man, what's the phone number to the FCC?
Orlando and the Freak Show.
We got to come back with Therapy Thursday. If you have any questions that you have never been able to ask, you can ask one of the geniuses in the room. Or ask us.
Alexa knows how to...
Thanks for checking out our video. We really appreciate it, and I know you want some more, so make sure you hit like and hit subscribe right below.